Alright, hey everyone, my name is Allison Kay. If you are new to my channel, if you're coming from Anna Joy's channel, then I would just like to say welcome. I'm so excited that you are watching this video, and I hope you enjoy it. And if you aren't new to my channel, or if you are but you didn't find me through Anna Joy, I am collaborating today with Anna Joy, and I will have her link in the information section and down below. I will link her channel. She's an amazing girl and a fellow young Christian wife, and so we just have a lot in common. And Sadie is just joining me right now. So anyway, we are collaborating today and doing, we're each doing 5 things that people don't tell you before you get married. And so I thought that was a really fun idea. She came up with it, so props to her. Go tell her that was a good idea if you think so. But anyway, so I'm just going to get into it, and I hope you guys enjoy this. If you are new and you want to see more videos like this, and also hauls and some DIYs and a lot of cooking videos and cleaning and organizing, then hit that subscribe button down below, and feel free to hit that bell notification as well so you get notified every time I upload a video. So anyway, the first thing is everyone is going to ask when you're going to have kids. Now maybe this won't happen to you, but for me this was definitely a thing, especially as a Christian. I feel like in the church it's a little bit more expected or understood of if you get married young you might also have kids young, and so it seems like a lot of family members, but also friends and also just random people would ask when we're gonna have kids, and I'm like, we got a dog. No, I'm just kidding. We didn't even get Sadie until this April. We got married last July, not this past one, but the one before. But anyway, people will ask you when you're gonna have kids. You might not expect that, but it will happen. Even when you get engaged, you might get that. So number 2 is you will disagree on some things, and also your husband might be used to how his family, how his parents raised him. He'll be used to that kind of thing, and you'll be used to how you grew up. And you'll see this a bit as you date, but I think especially once you get married and start living together, you'll see even more that you might disagree on some things, or you might kind of clash a little bit with the way that you do things. But just remember that what's really important is your marriage, your love for each other, and in the long term, is it really going to matter? You know, does it really matter how you're doing something, if you're folding a towel one way or not, or whatever it is? You know, there's certain things that you can definitely compromise on and that are more important than other things. So if you hear weird noises like that, Sadie's laying on the laptop right now and pushing all the buttons. So anyway, number 3, people will tell you this, but I think it's so important that I want to put it on here in case you don't get told this, you don't hear this, and that is to put your marriage and put each other first. Sacrifice for one another, sacrifice for each other. Yeah, it's so important to put each other first, because if you're putting your husband first and he's putting you first, then you're gonna be just as happy as you can be. But if you're putting yourselves first, like if you're putting yourself first and he's putting himself first, you're just gonna both be selfish, and it's just gonna cause a lot of strain and, you know, just a lot of disagreement in your marriage. So anyway, number 4 is marriage doesn't fix your relationship. This kind of goes with some of the other ones, but anyway, marriage is not going to solve your problems or you know, fix things. If you're dealing with any sort of disagreements or conflict, marriage isn't just going to dissolve that. It will possibly even enhance that, because you're going to be facing it all the time. So I'm not trying to be negative, but it's true, and I just want you guys to keep this in mind. Work through your issues before you get married if possible, or right when you get married. You know, the first year, some people say it's the hardest. I don't know if I would agree with that, but no matter what, just work on your issues early in your marriage. That way you know how to handle things as you continue in your marriage and go through it, and it'll get better and better and better. So definitely work on that. And number 5 is changing your name can be difficult. Okay, this is like realistic, like, you know, not as like thought-provoking or anything, but seriously, going to change your name can be difficult. It wasn't terrible for me. The worst part for me was that we had moved like an hour and a half or so away, like almost 2 hours away, and so I had to go to this random, like, I think it was a Social Security. That's where I had to go to like take care of that kind of thing. So I had to go to this random Social Security office, and I didn't know where I was going, and I was so confused. And then I get there, and then I had to change my name, and like you have to like swear an oath, and you have to like tell them about your parents, I think I had to say my mom's maiden name or something, which I'm like, do you guys have that record? I mean, I guess they would, but like it was just so weird. So anyway, changing your name can be difficult. That was my number 5. It might be silly, but it's true. And then my bonus thing is just people, hopefully they tell you this too, but marriage is so, so worth it. It's a beautiful picture of God's love for us, and just loving one another and being married is so, so worth it. So special. I think about all of our memories that we already have as a married couple, my husband and I, and I'm just so glad and so thankful, and I wouldn't have gotten married later in life. I wouldn't trade this for anything in the world. I have loved it so, so much, and yeah, God has just blessed us so immensely. And I'm not saying that, obviously, like, I'm not saying young marriage is the biggest thing in the world. Like, at whatever ages that you get married, I think it's important to know that the sacrifices that you make for your spouse are so worth it, because you just feel so good when you're in that good relationship, loving one another, working with each other. It's just like the most magical thing, so that I've experienced so far, and I can't wait to have kids because I'm sure that'll be awesome too. So anyway, those are my 5 things. If you haven't checked out Anna Joy, like I said, I'll have her in the information section and down below in the description, so check her out if you haven't already. And if you came from her channel, thank you so much for coming and checking out my video. I hope you guys all have a great day. God bless, and I'll see you later. Bye.